Hi there, it's Kathy Hamrick with Country Road Stampers again. I just want to take a few minutes today to show you a new technique that I saw online that makes some really pretty cards, and it's pretty easy to do. It doesn't take a lot of time. You will use your square framelits. You can kind of choose which size you want to use. You're going to use two that will nest together. I've used a lot of the two smallest ones, nesting them together. But you'll need at least 6 of these to put across the card. So if you go with the next bigger size, which are these two, which would be number 3 and number 4, you can nest them together, and you're going to put them on a piece of cardstock just like so. You can see that. Then you're going to put it right on your big shot and cut that out. And I'm using the magnetic plate, and I've got it off away from the camera, and I'm sorry because if I put it right where you can see it, it's going to shake the table, which is going to shake the camera, and you won't be happy, and I won't either. So take my word for it, that's what I did. Then when you pull this out, put those back over here so I don't lose them. You have a square that you can save to use for something later, and then you have the outline square. Now this is what you're going to use. Like I said, this is using the larger one that I just cut out, and you can get by with about 4 to do this technique on a 5 1/4 by 4 inch card front. You would need less if you did smaller pieces, obviously. Then if you use the smaller size, which are the two inside, number 1 and number 2 on those square framelits, nested the same way that I just showed you, you would get this size of frame, and you would need at least 6 to finish the card front again that was 5 1/4 by 4. So let me show you what you do after you get those cut out to get this look. Now in the original instructions I saw, it was overlap here and overlap there. What I'm going to tell you is that lay these however you want. If you need to overlap them to get that look, that's great. But what you need to think is 4 little squares. That's what you want to make, is 4 little squares. And when I finally get one here, of course, working on camera is never easy. And those are not quite even. So let me see if I can hold this up. Do you see those 4 squares right here? 1, 2, 3, 4. As you overlap them, that's the look you're going for. So one's going to have to be on top, then you're going to have to put one underneath like so. As you see on this second one, I don't want to glue these down right now, so I'm just going to, you can see this next one is going here, so I'm going to slip this under so those 2 corners meet right there. And again, I've got 4, so that block matches up. Now you don't have to be exact with that. You can have them be a little bit off. I tried sliding these a little bit just to give a different look, so they're not matched up just like these are with the 4. So you can play with that a little bit to get a little different look with that, so it's not quite as tight. You can also be very concise with it and have your squares all the way across, but then you don't have to do much to this. Once you've got a decent piece of designer paper behind this and the solid frames, it just looks really nice. Just add a few flowers. I think it looks rather striking in just those little things. So there's how you do this. Now to glue it, my glue of choice is Tombow glue, but I will tell you it's messy because you're going to handle these a lot. And so it does tend to get messy, and it doesn't dry perfectly clear. I shouldn't even point this out, but there's just a little spot of glue right there that shows where it didn't dry perfectly clear like I would like it. But it does give you that maneuverability. After you put the glue on, you can still move these and fudge them around. My friend Ruth, she prefers mini glue dots, and the only thing is that once they're down, they're down. But it does make it easier to put sections behind there. You can also use the adhesive tape. I just think it's trickier, and you're going to need a silicone gel mat in order to flip those over and glue them. But again, you're just wanting to line them up. As you can see, this one is. I think you can see that pretty well. And you want to go for forming 4 little squares. Well, here we have 4 big squares, and we're going to do 4 little squares inside those. Hope that you get that a try. Also, if you have other framelits that nest inside each other with a design, and while I can't really say, but there might be some coming up in the new catalog that will work really well with this technique. So you might want to practice this some with your square framelits if you have them, so that you're ready when the new framelits come out. That's all I'm saying. Thanks for stopping by. Have a great day.